Before I get started, I just want to say that I'm sorry that I haven't been able to reply to everybody's comments. I've just been really busy, and YouTube also doesn't really warn me a lot of times whenever people comment. And if you don't comment on a recent video, there's a good chance I'll never see it. The best way to get a hold of me is from either my website, the petiteprofessor.angelfire.com, or my message board, petiteprofessor.proboards.com. And yeah, that's going to be the best place to get a hold of me, because those are the only places that actually send me alerts. And it's also a lot harder to answer YouTube comments from my phone for some reason. But anyways, today we're going to talk about GoSub. Now, GoSub is a lot like Go2, but instead of a loop, it kind of goes to a label for just a short time. Okay, first of all, we're going to put our ACLS to clear the screen. And then we're going to make our main loop. And go to loop. Now inside this loop, this is actually really important, because how I make all of my programs is basically, like all of my games anyways, is I have a main loop that GoSubs to everything that I have going on in my game, like my character walking, my enemy doing this, everything that I want to check, because since programs run from, they run down, you can't really you have to constantly have it going back and checking things for things to even work. Like, they give the appearance that they're all working at the same time, but really your program is just going back and checking that same line of code really fast. But I'm going to show you a really simple example of this. Okay, we're going to say GoSub at 1 and at 1. So I'm going to print. We're going to get really cute with this. Okay. Put that there. And whenever you GoSub to something, it can't have, it can, but you don't want it to. You don't end it in goto. You end it in return. Now, basically what return does is, in our loop, it's going to say GoSub at 1. It's going to go to at 1, print the heart, and then return. I don't know why I called that at 1. Let's call that 2, because that is not what I wanted to say. Going to make it say a message. Okay, I really should have typed this out ahead of time. I hope these tutorials have been okay, because I've just been kind of doing them on the fly. I mean, I've already covered all of this in some of my other videos. So, I mean, if you're tired of waiting for me to release these, I covered all this way before SmileBASIC ever came out in the US. And the videos aren't great. You know, they're not done with the capture card like these are. But, you know, they still work. They're still solid gold. I mean, you go through those videos and you'll pretty much understand the basics. Okay. And I think you see where I'm going with this now. Return. Okay. And wait a while. There we go. I heart programming. Yay. Okay, so you kind of see how that works. That is, you know, you go through your loop, GoSub at 1. It goes down here to 1. Prints I. Returns to exactly where it left off. It doesn't return to the at loop label. It returns right after the at 1. That's the nifty thing about this, because If it didn't do that, then we would just print I over and over again. That's why you don't want to use goTo. You want to use return because it returns to where it left off. I hope that makes some sort of sense. If it doesn't, then just leave me a comment on my message board or my website, preferably. But and I'll make another video on it. I can do as many of these as you guys would like if you ever don't understand anything.